Hi, am I on the air?
Yep.
Fuck.
Thanks.
Do I have everybody's attention now? Do I have everybody's attention now?
Don, I got you.
Do I have everybody's
Sunday
attention
night.
now?
You put them cameras on me, then you must be willing to get that heart touch. This a must-see feeling. The news ain't good, then it must be villain. So I say a tag grounded, I don't trust these feelings. Spread across your nose, and I'm on your ear. Highest next on the cloud, hammer in the air. Sunday nights, prime time. I flex mine better. Voltron transform to DX Don. Mega and off-scene. You probably think I'm nice, cause I slow like a stream to your wireless device. And the smoke full of steam on any given night. How short like a piece of any given slice. And for the latest and what is best about I tune in and tune the rest out, Don. You gotta tell them, am I in the clear? Is this thing on? Am I on the air? On the air.
Hi, am I on the air?
Well, what is going down, my friends? Welcome back to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? I'm your host, Don Mega, as always, and I thank you so much for joining me for another episode here of Am I on the Air, where we bring you up to speed on all the latest and greatest in entertainment news. TV, movies, reviews, the whole nine. This is your one-stop shop. Every week, we bring it to you, and we get you caught up to speed. So, I welcome you once again to the show. It's Season 16, Episode 7, and tonight's show is titled, Your Last Customer. Our movie review of the week is going to be Death Wish. So, let's jump right into it, alright? So, Death Wish is the new release, directed by Eli Roth, starring Bruce Willis. There was two big releases that came out at the box office this weekend, and it was Death Wish and it was Red Sparrow, the Jennifer Lawrence Black Widow movie that came out. I do have interest in seeing Red Sparrow, and maybe I'll check it out this weekend. But the reviews have been very up and down, so I knew kind of what I was getting into with Death Wish, so I decided to check that one out instead. I like Eli Roth. I'm a fan of his. You know, usually he's a horror director. I love Hostel. Love Hostel 2. Knock Knock is a very underrated movie. He lost me last year with The Green Inferno, which was just horrible. But overall, he usually turns out something pretty decent. Bruce Willis, on the other hand, is somebody who I've always really enjoyed, but lately the guy has been Mr. VOD all the way. Every movie, I mean, he turns out probably 5 movies a year, and they are all straight to video, and they're very subpar movies. This is the first time in years that I've seen Bruce Willis on the big screen, not, excluding the very last few seconds of Split. So I was glad to see Bruce get an opportunity here. If you've seen the trailer, remember this is a spoiler-free review. No spoilers here on this episode. But if you've seen the trailer, you know what it is. He plays a surgeon, and his wife and daughter are home alone one night, and there's a home invasion, and his wife ends up getting murdered. So the cops are very slow on doing something about it, and he decides, Punisher style, to just take the law into his own hands and basically become a vigilante. They call him the Grim Reaper in this movie, and this is, of course, a remake of the Charles Brosnan 70s movie, but they've enhanced it. They put it to today's time, so there's a lot of social media. There's all the radio stations picking up on it. There's cell phone camera footage. I mean, there's a lot more to it than the Brosnan film, but it is a very clear, you've seen this movie before, hey, cops aren't doing it, I gotta do it kind of thing. This movie's getting raped by critics, and I understand kind of why, but you know what, this is why you come to me for reviews, because I'll keep it real with you guys, and I enjoyed it for what it was, just being honest. I mean, it's not the greatest story, it's not the greatest acting at times, excuse me. Bruce Willis, sometimes he seems invested in it, sometimes he doesn't, and it's worth a laugh alone just to watch that. Vincent D'Onofrio's in here. Elizabeth Shue is in here. I enjoyed it, like I said, for a guilty pleasure kind of a thing, and just for the cheesiness factor of it all. I had a fun time with it. It's not the greatest film, so I would give Death Wish 3 out of 5 stars. It's good. It's a fun little time. If you like revenge flicks, you like action, I think you'll enjoy it. It's worth the time on that aspect, on that level. So, yeah. 3 out of 5 for Death Wish. But like I said, don't take it too seriously. If you're looking for great acting and you're looking for an amazing story, you're not going to find it here. This is just one of those shut up, eat some popcorn, drink some soda, and enjoy the movie for what it is kind of moments. Alright? So there you go. So there's our review of the week for Death Wish. Like I said, there's not much coming out this weekend. I might possibly check out Strangers 2, maybe, but most likely probably Red Sparrow. So, oh man, I apologize. Oh, why I keep yawning. But we'll let you know which movie that ends up being. Now, of course, always keep an eye on my Stardust. And if you're not following me on Stardust yet, what the hell are you waiting for? Stardust is the application. Remember, you can download it on your phone. You can download it on your tablet and follow along with me to catch little 30-second mini reviews of all your favorite TV and movies. So I highly recommend it. So you can always know what's going down with the latest reviews. You're going to wait for a new podcast episode. You can take 30 seconds out of your day and watch my reviews. So once again, download the Stardust app. You can follow them on Twitter at Stardust_app. And follow along. I am simply at Don Mega, DONMEGA. Follow me first. I appreciate it. Show them what's up. And, I love the Stardust app. I love putting up reviews on there. I got some new ones up there I finally checked out Wind River. I checked out Chris Rock's new stand-up special, Tambourine. Checked out the new Joel McHale show on Netflix. A handful of things all up on the Stardust app, so check it out. All right. So, yeah. Well, with that being said, I usually like to go in order of the news, but of course, last night was the 90th annual Academy Awards. It was Oscar night. And, I like to typically, for Golden Globes, Oscars, spend a little bit of time and go over the big winners. Of course, these are the biggest award shows of the year when it comes to film. So Jimmy Kimmel, of course, hosted last night. Overall, my thoughts, it was a pretty boring telecast. I thought Jimmy Kimmel didn't do all that much. He had a couple pretty cool moments. I mean, like getting all the celebrities together and going across the street and interrupting the screening of A Wrinkle in Time was pretty funny with Gal Gadot and, and all them. That was really cool. But overall, just not too much happened. And it was just a very blah ceremony. The category should have been mixed up more. It was a lot of just no offense, but the categories that a lot of people don't even care about. Bunched together, which took like 2 hours of the show almost, and then finally we went back to the stuff everybody's coming for. It was just pretty hard. I mean, if I hadn't watched it on DVR, I'm telling you, it would have been very hard to sit through for the 3+ hours that it's on broadcast television. So, with that being said, I'm not going to waste a tremendous amount of time on it, but I do want to take a couple minutes to just run down the winners for you all on the Oscars last night. So best short film animated went to Dear Basketball. Kobe Bryant won that. So Kobe Bryant is an Oscar winner now. Congratulations to him. Best short film live action went to The Silent Child. Best documentary short subject went to Heaven is a Traffic Jam on the 405. Achievement in special effects, visual effects, went to Blade Runner 2049. Achievement in sound editing went to Dunkirk. Achievement in sound mixing went to Dunkirk as well. Achievement in music, the winner was Remember Me from Coco. I still think it should have went to This Is Me from The Greatest Showman, but that's just my standing. Achievement in music went to The Shape of Water. Achievement in makeup and hairstyling went to The Darkest Hour. Best documentary went to Icarus. Achievement in film editing went to Dunkirk. Achievement in costume design went to The Phantom Thread. Achievement in cinematography went to Blade Runner 2049. Big congrats to Roger Deakins, who's been nominated like a million times, has never won. Well deserved for Blade Runner 2049. Achievement in production design went to Shape of Water. Best animated feature went to Coco. Best foreign language film went to A Fantastic Woman. Best original screenplay went to Jordan Peele for Get Out. Very, very cool. Big congratulations to that. Writer for adapted screenplay went to James Ivory for Call Me By Your Name. Performance by an actress in a supporting role went to Allison Janney for I, Tonya. Performance by an actor in a supporting role went to Sam Rockwell for 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Performance by an actress in a leading role went to Frances McDormand for 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Performance by an actor in a leading role went to Gary Oldman for Darkest Hour. Achievement in directing went to Guillermo del Toro for The Shape of Water. And Best Picture went to The Shape of Water as well. Congratulations to Guillermo del Toro. Big win for him. Craziness right there. Big congrats to del Toro, coming off of Pacific Rim and then going and making an Oscar movie is just insane. Pacific Rim 2 comes out later this month, which he dropped out of doing so he can make Shape of Water, and I guess he made the right decision there, right? So congratulations to all the winners at the Oscars. So let's switch gears and we'll go through our week's worth of news here. The new Robin Hood movie starring Taron Egerton is being moved back to November, and A Simple Favor starring Anna Kendrick and Blake Lively will hit theaters now in September. We have the first trailer for HBO's Fahrenheit 451, which looks really good with Michael B. Jordan and Michael Shannon. This is coming to HBO within the next couple months, I believe April or May. It looks really good. Joaquin Phoenix says he has no idea about a Joker solo movie. What's really funny about this is that everybody's been saying that Joaquin has agreed to the role. He's in negotiations. This is a pretty much done deal. And then he goes on. I forget who he's being interviewed by, but they said, "Hey, so Joker movie's coming up, right?" And he's like, "What? No, I don't know what you're talking about. I've never even heard about a Joker movie. That sounds pretty cool, but yeah, it's not me." So I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know if he's not going to be a part of it. I don't know. Joaquin Phoenix is definitely somebody that would probably troll people to be like, "Yeah, I have no idea," even though he's already signed the contract and they just haven't announced it yet. Who knows? But as of right now, Joaquin Phoenix says he has no idea about the Joker solo movie. An animated series of The Rocketeer is going to be coming to Disney Junior in 2019. CD Projekt says Cyberpunk 2077 is more ambitious than The Witcher 3. It's a new video game coming out, a brand new blockbuster franchise that is supposed to be just phenomenal, and I can't wait to find out more about Cyberpunk 2077. We have the first full official trailer for The Week Of, starring Adam Sandler and Chris Rock. This is a new Netflix movie that comes out in April. It looks really good. I know a lot of people want to talk shit about Adam Sandler, but I think The Week Of looks like a really fun movie. So check out that trailer if you haven't seen it. James Gunn is going to be meeting with Mark Hamill to discuss a possible role in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Very cool. Fox is developing all kinds of X-Men movies. That's right. This is funny to me because, of course, Fox is supposed to be bought by Disney, and Disney is supposed to be coming in here in the next couple of years and doing their whole thing. But Fox is saying, hold on, you don't own us yet, so let's make a bunch of X-Men movies, right? So they are going into hyperdrive to try to do as many new films in the X-Men basic universe that they can possibly do before Disney comes swooping in. So give me a second, I'm going to run this down, okay, because it's a lot. Check this out. This is what they're developing. First up, they're going to go with Noah Hawley's Doctor Doom movie. This is something we've been talking about for a while. They announced it at Comic-Con. Fox is also developing a Silver Surfer standalone movie, which is being written by none other than Brian K. Vaughan. Craziness. Little's known about the project at this point. We obviously saw Silver Surfer before in the Fantastic Four 2 movie, but now he's going to get his own one. Then we talk about X-Men movies. So we're going to get 3 X-Men movies in 2019 and 3 in 2020. Among those are going to be X-Force, the Deadpool spin-off film that'll be directed by Drew Goddard. It'll begin shooting this October, supposedly. The recently delayed New Mutants obviously comes out next year. The reason supposedly New Mutants has been pushed back is they're going to add a whole nother character into it. That's nuts. We don't know who it's going to be. And then the third movie for 2019 is they're saying it's going to be Gambit. That's right. They're saying the Channing Tatum movie has been greenlit. It's moving forward, and it comes out June 7th of 2019. It doesn't have a director, but they're moving forward, right? I don't know how the hell they're doing it. So there you go. So you're going to have X-Force, New Mutants, and Gambit all next year. And then another X-Men project, which is being written by Brian Michael Bendis, directed by Tim Miller, who directed the first Deadpool movie, all focused on Kitty Pryde. And then Fox has 4 untitled Fox Marvel films on their schedule, including November 22nd, 2019, March 13th, 2020, June 26th, 2020, and October 2nd, 2020. What is that going to be? We have no idea. But Fox is not slowing down. They are cranking these movies at a very high speed. So there you go, man. Fox is saying, give us our money. We're going to make these movies quick and in a hurry. So there you go, Friggins. Our boy Friggins, the biggest Gambit fan in the world. So disappointed this movie keeps getting pushed back. But hey, it's still on the docket for next year, so don't give up hope, my friend. A new Paul Walker documentary is coming to the Paramount Network. It should be coming out this summer. Steve Martin and Martin Short are joining forces for a new Netflix comedy special. TNT's Animal Kingdom has just added Dennis Leary as a recurring role for the upcoming 3rd season, as he'll be playing one of the Drifters' dads in the upcoming season. Netflix has ordered its first Arabic series, a supernatural drama called Jinn. It'll debut in 2019. This is pretty sad for all of us S.H.I.E.L.D. fans out there. The current season finale is being written as a series finale. That's right. They're starting to think we're probably not going to get picked up for another season. So at this point, they're literally writing the script to where if it does end, it'll be the series finale and it won't seem odd. We won't be left with any kind of crazy cliffhanger. If they get another season, cool. But I think this season's going to end on a very different note. This has been an interesting season, man. I hated the first half of it. They were in space, but now they're back on Earth. It's starting to feel like the S.H.I.E.L.D. show I love more often now. So, curious to see where the rest of the season goes. Sorry, I had to take a drink. M. Night Shyamalan is going to be producing a new psychological thriller series for Apple. He'll also direct the first episode. Orphan Black co-creator has been tapped as the showrunner for TNT's Snowpiercer TV series adaptation. So that's pretty cool there. I'm interested to see what they do with that Snowpiercer show. Big Little Lies is bringing back Adam Scott for season 2. Ang Lee and Will Smith have started production on their new film Gemini Man that is currently filming right now, so very cool there. We have Everything Wrong with Birdman in 13 minutes or less. We have the Honest trailer that came out last week, which is all about the Oscars, so check that one out if you haven't seen it. It's pretty damn cool. Let's see here. Sorry, going through the notes. We got the very first teaser trailer drop for Wreck-It Ralph 2. That's right, Ralph breaks the internet. I love this trailer. It was so cool. If you remember in the first Wreck-It Ralph movie, they kind of had that hub central, which was like where where everything was plugged into, basically the surge protector, and so that's how they could jump game to game. Well, the guy who owns the arcade buys a Wi-Fi router, and he plugs it into the surge protector, and then they're able to jump into the Wi-Fi router and go on this journey into the internet. And you see pop-up ads, and you see mobile video games, and all kinds of crazy stuff. It's a short little teaser. It is a straight teaser, but it gives you just the feels of what that first movie did, man. It's hard for a kid's movie to really grab me, and I love Wreck-It Ralph, so I'm super excited to see the second one. I got my daughter into this movie a couple months back. She'll go running around saying, I'm gonna wreck it, and she's looking forward to this. I can't wait to take her in November to see Ralph Breaks the Internet. Pancakes, milkshake. Pancakes, milkshake. Pancakes. That end part, if you've seen the trailer, you know what I'm talking about. It is hysterical. If you haven't, jump on it, man. Go to amiontheair.com, click on the trailers tab, and watch all these new trailers. They are fantastic. Lots of great trailers dropping. Check them out on our website. The pilot episode script has been finished for the Witcher Netflix series. I'm anxious to see this one. I never played the video game, but everyone I know that has loves it to death. And I feel, and just from what I've seen about Witcher, I feel like this could be such an amazing Netflix show. So I'm super, super excited to see what they bring to it coming up here soon. Congratulations to the video game Horizon Zero Dawn. It's PS4's most successful new first-party franchise. So coming out the gates hot. If you haven't picked up Injustice 2, now is the time, because coming on March 27th will be the Legendary Edition, coming to all platforms. Legendary Edition, of course, is what they do with all these games, or basically everything you could have downloaded for the first game comes with it now. So you get all the DLC, you get skins, you get all kinds of different stuff, unlockables that come with the game now for buying the Legendary Edition. You don't have to sit there and grind it all out like I did. But but it's very cool that that's coming out here on March 27th. Ursula K. Le Guin's The Telling is being adapted for the big screen. Yes, it's a sci-fi novel that's being adapted to turn into a movie. Westworld Season 2 is bringing back several missing characters, which is pretty awesome. Some pretty good people here. So I won't say who they are in case you don't want spoilers and you don't want to know what's going on with Westworld. But if you are interested, we do have the articles posted up on our Facebook and our Twitter. So check out the characters returning. Thomas Cockrell is joining the pilot for Get Christy Love, which is a new ABC series. And he'll be in a new regular role for that. Black Panther is already the third highest grossing Marvel Cinematic Universe movie ever. That's right, congratulations to Black Panther, just killing it. I can't wait to see how far this movie goes, man. It is just smashing all the records. James Badge Dale set the stars an ex-cop in The Incident at Sparrow Creek Lumber. There you go. New movie coming out with him. Netflix will host Billy Eichner's first stand-up comedy special. I love comedy specials. I can spend a lot of time just watch, like I said, I just watched Chris Rock's new one, Tambourine. I just watched Marlon Wayans' new one, Wokish. And I'll check out Billy Eichner's, man. This dude is pretty funny when he turns it on the right way. So I love Billy on the Street. I'll definitely check out his Netflix special. Rashida Jones is writing a 9 to 5 reboot. And that's pretty cool. It's going to be for 20th Century Fox. She's also writing the script with the original screenwriter, Patricia Pesnick. Which is pretty damn awesome right there. So 9 to 5 is an interesting movie to reboot, but Rashida Jones is great, has great comedic timing, and I think if anybody can bring something new and fresh to it, it's Rashida. So very happy to hear there. In some other cool news, Constantine is going to be returning for Legends of Tomorrow on the season finale. That's awesome. I still really feel that Constantine should be a part of the crew on Legends of Tomorrow all the time. So I'm just glad he's coming back to do more than one episode. Going back to Big Little Lies, more people from the first season are returning. Ian Armitage, who of course is young Sheldon now, he's returning. James Tupper and Jeffrey Nordling are all returning to Big Little Lies Season 2. Archer Danger Island is set to premiere in April over on FXX. Jersey Shore Family Vacation has been renewed for Season 2. Of course it has. Jennifer Carpenter and Morris Chestnut have a new NBC pilot coming called The Enemy Within, which will be a new counterintelligence drama pilot over on NBC. This news is awesome. I'm excited to announce that Chris Hemsworth is in talks for the new Men in Black movie. That's right, we knew for a while now that they were going to do a spin-off. It takes place in the same universe, but it's not a sequel to the Will Smith, Tommy Lee Jones ones, but it does take place in the same world, so it's more of a spin-off in another part of America, or in the world. And Chris Hemsworth is in talks to lead it up, and I love it. Chris is an awesome actor who doesn't get enough high-profile roles, and I think doing a Men in Black is great for him. The dude has awesome comedic timing, and I think that this is just a big step in the right direction. Supposedly the team they're trying to do is like 3 people, be him, a female, and an older gentleman is kind of like the lead, the mentor, kind of like how Tommy Lee Jones was to Will Smith. So we don't have any more info as of this time, but it's looking pretty good that Chris Hemsworth will be a part of the new Men in Black. Let's see here. This was also crazy casting news right here. Kristen Wiig is in talks to play Cheetah in Wonder Woman 2. You know, I assumed they were going to go with Cheetah for the villain in Wonder Woman 2. I had no idea who they would try to go after to actually play it. Kristen Wiig is an interesting one. I know some people are like, hell no, and then other people are like, oh, okay. I lean more on the okay part. I try not to anymore these days judge, who gets picked for roles, because obviously casting people and directors see something in people to give them an opportunity, right? Kristen Wiig, I love, to be honest. I mean, I think she's just so funny, and she's a really, really cool actress. My hesitation is Cheetah. I would love to see her play anything else in Wonder Woman 2 but Cheetah. But you know what? I think this is a good opportunity for her to kind of get out of her shell, do something a little bit different. And who knows, man? She could really tear this thing up. No pun intended. So I'm pretty much down at this point. Patty Jenkins, the director of Wonder Woman, says supposedly, Kristen Wiig was who was on her list from day one. That's who she wanted to get, and it's looking like she got her. So, congratulations to Kristen. I think it's pretty damn phenomenal. All right, more casting news. Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio are officially set to star in Quentin Tarantino's next film, which is the Sharon Tate drama that we've been talking about for a while now. We knew that he wanted to get Leo. We knew that maybe he would get Brad Pitt, but they are officially locked in now, so pretty great casting there. Ansel Elgort is in talks for Hans Christian Andersen's new musical that they're working on. Let's see here. The new Heathers reboot that was coming to the Paramount Network. It was supposed to debut last month. It actually has been officially put on hold due to the Florida shootings. The series has been delayed till later this year, or perhaps indefinitely at this point. Pretty insane, man. So I know this is something they wanted to get out there right away. So, hey, good for them for pulling it at the time. And then we'll keep you posted on when this thing gets a new release date, if it ever does. Violet Bean is set to star in the new CBS series God Friended Me. She'll be the female lead opposite Brandon Michael Hall in the new CBS faith-based pilot. Bruce Willis confirms that Die Hard 6 is still trucking along. He says the script just got finished. He's flying out to California here in the next week or two to look it over, and then they'll probably start cranking on it. So, pretty cool. I know the last Die Hard was the weakest of the bunch. I hear they have good ideas for the 6th one. We'll have to wait and see. I'm happy to say, our last episode was called Snoochie Boochies, and it was really for Kevin Smith, who ended up having a really bad heart attack, and we thought we were going to lose him there for a minute, but he's all good. And I'm happy to report that he is home, he's alert, he's happy, he's making YouTube videos again, so we're very happy to hear. So Kevin, awesome stuff. I'm glad you are doing well, my friend. Let's see here. We have a bunch of pictures of all the new toys coming up from Avengers Infinity War. Check those out, but you might get spoiled, so be careful, because you can see different suits and weapons and stuff like that you might be like, I didn't know that. Sci-Fi Channel has renewed The Magicians for Season 4. Dope writer and director Rick Famuyiwa is set to adapt and direct the adaptation of Charles Burns' graphic novel Black Hole. That's right. Great director. He was going to do The Flash there for a bit. Good to see him. He's going to write and direct it. Pretty big. So let's see here. Detroit Become Human is coming to PlayStation 4 on May 25th. A lot of video game news this week. We have all the characters that will appear in the Witcher TV series coming to Netflix. Here's all the characters that have been confirmed. I'm not going to say them, but once again, I know people are getting crazy with the spoiler stuff, so I won't ruin it. But the article's out. You can find out if you're interested. I don't want to spoil it for you. But the characters that will appear in the television series have been confirmed. Lionsgate TV is partnering with director Paul Feig to develop new shows for its network. Far Cry 5 is set to release a live-action short film that will come out on Amazon Prime. Very cool, man. I'm liking the way that this Far Cry 5 is shaping up. I'm a pretty good fan of Far Cry. I have the last couple ones, so this 5 just looks insane. So I'll be happy to check that one out. Terry Pratchett's Discworld is set to unfold as a 6-part TV series. That thing looks nuts. Adam McKay shares a potential plot line for Anchorman 3. Says, hey, it's not we're not saying no, we're not saying yes, but we got an idea if we were to do an Anchorman 3, so very cool. Chosen Jacobs has just joined Hulu's Castle Rock. That's right, you remember him, he was in the movie It that came out back in September, so one of the stars of It has just been added to Castle Rock. Cool casting there. We have the first trailer for Nicolas Cage's new climate change thriller, The Humanity Bureau. It will be in theaters and on demand April 6th. So check that out. Sarah Wayne Callies and Michael Shanks will star in a new CBC Sundance TV miniseries called Unspeakable. Fixer Upper stars Chip and Joanna Gaines have announced a new HGTV series that will be called Behind the Design. The Daily Show correspondent Hassan Minhaj has signed on with Netflix to host a new weekly talk show that they'll be coming out with. Allison Hannigan is set to star in a new ABC pilot called Man of the House, which will be produced by Kerry Washington. So pretty cool there. I love Allison Hannigan. I'll definitely check that out just for her. Danny Boyle and Richard Curtis are teaming up for the musically themed comedy over at Universal Pictures. Bryan Cranston is joining Angelina Jolie and Sam Rockwell in Disney's new film, The One and Only Ivan. In big news, and I was so stoked, I was like, there's no way this is true when I first started to hear about it, and it was true. We got an early Christmas present. Disney announced, Marvel announced, that Avengers Infinity War has a new release date now. It's been moved up a full week, and it comes out on April 27th. Amazing. I'm so excited. We get to see it a week early. I'm so happy. I want to see Avengers Infinity War so bad. Now, a lot of people have been asking me, why, Don? Why, Don Mega? Why did they move the date? Because it was set to come out on, May 4th or May 6th, the very first Friday of May, which is always the kickoff to the summer movie season. Why would they move off of that? A couple different reasons. Number one, the movie is releasing internationally on April 27th. So this gives us the opportunity to release the movie worldwide at one time. It basically prevents a lot of spoilers as well, because when it comes out overseas, you got to worry about bootlegs, you got to worry about everybody spoiling all the surprises, because we know there's going to be a ton of surprises in Infinity War. So to avoid all of that, they decided to move it up to April 27th, give the movie that time to just be shared all across the world. Another couple reasons is May is full of competition. You got Deadpool 2 coming out in mid-May, and then you have another Disney film. It's the Han Solo movie, right? Solo, a Star Wars story, comes out in May as well. Disney owns Star Wars, they own Marvel. They don't really want the two movies competing with each other. Moving it up a week gives just more space to Deadpool and Solo to kind of do their thing. So I think there's a lot of good reasons to move it up here. And the funny thing is now the movie comes out 1 week after The Rock's Rampage movie. And everybody was saying, oh, that sucks for The Rock, right? Because now Rampage only has 1 week to make its money, and then it's going to get smacked in the wall by Infinity War. Well, earlier today, they just announced that Rampage is moving up 1 week. So now Rampage gets 2 full weeks to enjoy its time before Infinity War stomps all over it. So I'm glad to see that The Rock and his team are like, oh, hell no, you ain't going to just come in here Infinity War and jack our damn spot. So I love it. Greatness for all movies involved, right? We'll give Rampage a couple weeks to chill, and then Infinity War will get several weeks to dominate the market like it should. So April 27th, once again, get ready. Infinity War, baby. We have the new official trailer for Chappaquiddick, starring Kate Mara. It's a new thriller movie that she's got coming out. We have the new teaser trailer for Cobra Kai, which is the Karate Kid series that's coming to YouTube Red. The Captain Marvel screenwriter teases a sassy, smartass Carol Danvers and calls the movie an action comedy. So that's pretty cool. I mean, action comedy is kind of what Thor Ragnarok was. It's what Guardians of the Galaxy is. So it's kind of cool to hear that Captain Marvel might fit into the same vein. Jim Belushi is set to star in a new ABC drama called Salvage. It'll be a new pilot, so we're not sure if it'll stick around, but Salvage is coming. Disney's live-action Mulan has been pushed back to 2020. It was supposed to come out later this year, so it's been pushed back several years, which is pretty insane. But yeah, Mulan will now come out in 2020. And then Disney, along with that, basically dropped a whole bunch of release dates. Mulan was originally scheduled for November 2nd, 2018. It'll now release on March 27th, 2020. And then, so let's see here. The studio has also announced that they're going to move the Anna Kendrick movie, Nicole, from its release schedule. It was going to come out on November 8th, 2019. And now the rumor has it that the reason they removed it is because they're going to put it on their new upcoming streaming service to have it be an original movie for that. Makes sense. So Disney live action films, they've released a bunch of release dates. October 4th, 2019, November 8th, 2019, February 14th, 2020, May 29th, 2020, October 9th, 2020, December 23rd, 2020, February 12th, 2021, May 28th, 2021, July 9th, 2021, October 8th, 2021, December 22nd, 2021, May 27th, 2022, July 8th, 2022, November 4th, 2022, December 16th, 2022, February 17th, 2023, and also an animated title scheduled on November 23rd, 2022. That's a lot of damn movies just from a Disney live action perspective. Then you got the Marvel side of things. The studio has announced Marvel release dates, but they have not said what films are going to be. So we know that we have August. They moved one. We were supposed to get a Marvel movie on August 7th, 2020. It's been moved up to July 23rd, 2020. So that's a good thing. I always like things sooner. Then 6 more have been set for May 7th, 2021, July 30th, 2021, November 5th, 2021, February 18th, 2022, May 6th, 2022, and July 29th, 2022. Makes sense. Those are release dates that basically they've always done. Doing stuff in July. That's where Ant-Man and the Wasp comes out this summer. They always do May because that's where the big one drops. Unless they move it up a week like Infinity War. And November. They've done November many times before. We just had Thor Ragnarok in November. in February now. That's where Black Panther was just dropped. So it makes sense. All of these dates make sense. And Pixar is also announced March 13th, 2020, March 6th, 2020. The one movie moved from March 13th, 2020 to March 6th. And then 2 more have been announced, March 18th, 2022 and June 17th, 2022. So still a while ways out for Pixar, but they got stuff a-cooking. So Disney is not slowing down, as you can see, whatsoever. Lots of release dates set. Let's see, Universal Pictures has set release dates as well for Little and 2 untitled Will Packer movies. He's the guy who did Girls Trip, Ride Along, Think Like a Man. So some release dates there. Finally, moving forward, it's the Highlander reboot. That's right, the reboot of Highlander will reportedly begin pre-production later this year after a script by Colony writer Ryan Condal was finally approved. So they're going to finally move forward with this thing, start cranking on it. The director of Chad Stahelski, who directed John Wick, is going to be coming. He's still on board to direct the movie, and we'll see who they end up casting. I know last I heard it was supposed to be Ryan Reynolds, but I don't know if they're going to stick to that anymore. But I'm looking forward, man. It's been years in the making. They've been talking about this. I want to see a modernized reboot of Highlander. There shall be only one. Lupita Nyong'o and Viola Davis are set to star in The Woman King, based on real-life events. Let's see here. Dolly Parton says she and her 9 to 5 co-stars are all in for the reboot. They are supposed to have some sort of little role in the reboot coming up, so that's pretty cool that they're down for it. Lionsgate is going to be partnering with Facebook on Kim Kardashian's new comedic prank series called You Kidding Me? You Kidding Me? So coming to Facebook Watch, they're really trying hard to make that thing work. Lock and Key co-creator Joe Hill is over the moon for Muschietti's pilot. That's pretty awesome. I'm hearing great things about Lock and Key. Yes, Andy Muschietti, who also did It, he did the pilot for Lock and Key, and we're hearing amazing things. Keanu Reeves is set to star in a new Netflix superhero film called Past Midnight. It's going to also be directed by Rick Famuyiwa, and it's supposed to be produced... Get it? You ready? You ready? You ready? The Russo brothers. Now, if you're some people that are like, man, how the hell that build up? And he just said the Russo brothers? Who the hell are those guys? Those are the guys that are doing Avengers Infinity War Part 1 and 2. They did Civil War. They did The Winter Soldier. They're amazing. And if you're going to do a Netflix superhero movie with Keanu Reeves, directed by Rick Famuyiwa, and done with the Russo brothers producing, this sounds like an amazing mix right here. I am on board. This is going to be fantastic. We know nothing about what Past Midnight's going to be, but it's supposed to be like a vigilante kind of thing. But we don't know if he has powers or what the deal is. I'm down. Whatever. Let's go. Let's roll. Joachim Roney. I'm sorry, I probably butchered that first name. Is set to direct a new sci-fi thriller called Here There Be Monsters. Here There Be Monsters, which he co-wrote with his brother. So cool. I'm glad. I mean, if he wrote it, let him direct it. He's definitely got the vision for it. Jennifer Lopez's Bye Bye Birdie Live has been postponed again. It was supposed to come out earlier in 2017, then winter of 2017, then later this year. Now it's been pushed again. I don't know why, but it keeps getting pushed back. What's finally looks like it's not getting pushed back is Jason Momoa's Crow reboot. That's right, Sony Pictures has officially dated The Crow, starring Jason Momoa, and it's going to be coming out October of 2019. That's right, finally it has a release date. It comes out next year. The Crow, we've been hearing about this reboot for years and years and years. It keeps losing directors and losing stars and getting pushed back. It looks like we finally have the right mix of director and star, and it's going to happen. Start filming this summer, coming out in October next year. Let's do it. Very happy to hear. The Crow is one of my all-time favorite movies. I know a lot of people don't want it touched, but as it being one of my all-time favorite movies, I want to see a new interpretation of it. And I think Momoa is a cool person to take it to that next level. Perdita Weeks has been cast in the new Magnum P.I. reboot for CBS. She's joining Jay Hernandez there. Maya Thurman Hawke has joined Stranger Things Season 3. So that's pretty cool there. And Priya Ferguson has been up to a series regular for the next upcoming season as well. X-Men Dark Phoenix director Simon Kinberg is attached to direct the Logan's Run remake over at Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers has also set release dates for the $6 Billion Man, starring Mark Wahlberg, that will come out next year. That's something they've been working on for a long time. Jessica Alba is set to join Gabriel Union in NBC's Bad Boys spin-off pilot. We get news on this almost every week. I'm always reporting something new on this thing. So pretty cool addition there to have Jessica Alba join that. John Williams suggesting he might be done with Star Wars after Episode 9. I think he was quoted as saying, "I think I've had enough Star Wars." So I get it, man. After 9 films, you probably are like, "Yeah, I'm about done on that one." Very funny there. All right, let's see here. The Emoji Movie was named Worst Picture at the 2018 Razzies. You can check out the full list of all the winners. We got that posted up on our site. Let's see. Sorry, let me see. News. Snoochie boochies. Oh, the first new trailer for Mary Poppins Returns came out, so you could check that one out. That debuted during the Oscars last night. Well, a little teaser of the teaser debuted last night during the Oscars. The full trailer came out online, and we posted that one up right away so y'all could check out. We got some more Everything Wrong With videos. That's right, Everything Wrong With Death Wish, the 1974 original film. We have the first trailer for Book Club, the first trailer for Submergence as well, starring Alicia Vikander. Also released last night after the Oscars was the first official trailer for House of Cards Season 6, coming out definitely without Kevin Spacey. ABC also debuted the first trailer for the Roseanne revival during the Oscars last night. Of course, if you want to see the full list of the winners, once again, it is posted up on our social media. Since, I read it earlier, but if you do want to look at it, you can see that on our Facebook and Twitter. We also got an article up with all the stars that were missing from the In Memoriam segment last night, which was a good handful. So check that out. I don't know how the hell they missed all of that. Arnold Schwarzenegger says that the new Terminator movie will start production this summer. So that's pretty awesome there. Andrea Riseborough is reportedly in talks for the Grudge remake. That's right, they're looking to redo that one. Oscar 2018 ratings were the lowest ever. I told you it was a boring ass show, man. People just don't even care. It's about a bunch of movies that most of America doesn't even watch, and then it's just a boring telecast. So if you don't record it and watch through it really quick like I do, I can understand the ratings dip. So too bad for that. But in good news, Black Mirror has been renewed for season 5 over on Netflix, so that's awesome. I'm very happy about that one. Disney has revealed the Christopher Robin poster, and the first trailer will debut tomorrow, so we'll have that for you. Jessica Jones season 2, don't forget, that comes out this Friday, so look for that over on Netflix. I'm super excited about Jessica Jones season 2. Martin Scorsese has wrapped production on his new film The Irishman, which will be hitting Netflix next year. Goosebumps 2 starting to ramp up, and they just added Wendy McClendon-Covey, who is awesome. She's the mom on the Goldbergs, and of course Reno 911, where I fell in love with her. She is great. Ken Jeong and Chris Parnell, so some comedic, just war dogs right there, added to the Goosebumps sequel. I'm very happy about that. Congratulations there. Madeline Mantock has joined the reboot of Charmed, so she's been cast in the final open witch sister role of CW's Charmed reboot. Tiffany Haddish has joined the upcoming Tyler Perry comedy The List. Sorry, I was looking at something else. Tiffany Haddish has joined the upcoming Tyler Perry comedy The List. Rob Cohen, who directed the first Fast and Furious movie, says he hopes that they'll bring him back to direct the final film, of course, Fast 10. Rob, I think you need to keep wishing, because I have a big feeling you're not coming back for this movie. I don't think there's any want to bring Rob Cohen back. He's actually directing the Hurricane Heist that comes out this Friday and has had like zero production and zero marketing put into it. And I love when you see the trailer and it's like, from the director of The Fast and the Furious. They're trying so hard to capitalize on it, but Rob Cohen just he can't hold it down anymore, man. And I just don't think he could do remember, it's a totally different style after Justin Lin came in, and I think Justin Lin for them is the guy to close out the saga, because he's the one that turned it around, not Rob Cohen. So it's a cool nostalgic thing. If they do bring him back, I guess I won't be completely shocked, but I just don't think it'll happen. The Nun director says that the Conjuring spinoff brings something new to the horror universe, so that comes out later this year, which I know a lot of people are looking forward to. 20th Century Fox has acquired the rights to the Epoch Index, and Brad Payton will direct it with Matt Reeves producing, so very cool there. And lastly, Laz Alonso is set to star in the new Amazon series The Boys. That's right, I've been talking a lot about that one. He's been cast as Mother's Milk in the new upcoming Amazon series The Boys, which will be coming out next year, produced by Seth Rogen. So very, very cool. So that is your news, my friends, as we bring you completely up to speed in the last week of entertainment news. So let's talk about what comes out on DVD and Blu-ray tomorrow, and that's Thor Ragnarok and Lady Bird. So Thor Ragnarok, of course, fantastic movie. It was my number one movie of 2017. Loved it. I already got it on digital weeks ago, but I did pre-order the Steelbook just to have it as a collectible. Thor Ragnarok comes out tomorrow. Lady Bird, for all of you out there that did love the movie and got a lot of love at the Oscars last night, comes out tomorrow as well. In theaters this Friday will be A Wrinkle in Time, Gringo, The Strangers Pray at Night, and The Hurricane Heist. So yeah, kind of blah weekend a little bit. I will probably see A Wrinkle in Time as well, just because I know my daughter wants to see it, and I know my wife wants to see it too, so we'll probably check that one out this weekend. Gringo, I have no interest in, and it'll be on Amazon in a couple months. Strangers Pray at Night, I would like to check out. It depends on my brother-in-law's availability. And The Hurricane Heist, no thank you. That'll be a Netflix movie for show. And here's your weekend box office. Let's close it out. Number 10 is Everyday with 1.5 mil. Number 9 is The Greatest Showman, hanging in there with 2.6 million. Number 8 is 50 Shades Freed with 3.3 mil. Number 7 is Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle with 4.5 million. By the way, Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle hits video on demand tomorrow. So it's still in the top 10 at the box office, still bringing in millions of dollars, and this thing hits VOD tomorrow. I've already pre-ordered my ultra high def 4K version of this movie. It's already unlocked in my cart and ready to stream here in the next hour or so. And people are still going to the movies to see it at number 7, so pretty phenomenal there. Even Greatest Showman in the top 10 still, and that comes out in like 2 weeks on digital as well. Coming in number 6, it's Annihilation with 5.6 mil. Number 5 is Peter Rabbit with 10 million. Number 4 is Game Night with 10.7 mil. Number 3 is Death Wish with 13 million. Number 2 is Red Sparrow with 17 mil. And number 1, once again for its third week in a row, Black Panther with another $65.7 million. It has passed 500 million domestically and 900 million worldwide. This thing is about to cross the $1 billion mark. It is phenomenal. In just 3 weeks, it is doing that. Whew. Wakanda forever. So there you go, my friends. That is our show. Thank you for joining me on this, just a little under an hour ride, and hopefully you got something out of it. So once again, make sure you check out our official webpage at amiontheair.com. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/amiontheair. Follow us on Twitter at amiontheair. Follow me directly on Twitter at dxdonmega. You can, of course, listen to our show right on our website, which, like I said, is amiontheair.com. You can, of course, listen to us on iTunes. We are available on iHeartRadio. We're available on Stitcher. We're on Google Play Music. We're on TuneIn. We're on Spreaker. We're all over the interwebs on pretty much any streaming podcast that you can find. And, of course, our great affiliates at Red Dragons Radio. We're always streaming on reddragonsradio.com. You can get to it on your phone, on a desktop, whatever. Lots of great podcasts on there. Check out Am I on the Air on Red Dragons Radio. Of course, you can follow me on Stardust. Once again, get all those 30-second reviews locked in. Stardust at Don Mega, and I'll follow you back. So follow me along for the review ride. Let's see. Instagram. Yeah, follow us on Instagram. Am I on the Air? And that's about it for now. So thank you once again for tuning in on this Monday night, March the 5th. I hope you all have a great week. And we'll hit you up with some new reviews and some new news next weekend. So we'll talk to you in 1 week. And until next time, y'all. Peace.
Bye, everybody.
Red Dragon!
Red Dragon.